Um, it goes without saying that Ross, we needed Ross to go out there and pitch well for us today, and he did. You know, outside of not covering first base and trying to create a new type of double play that we never work on. Outside of those two things, I thought he was fantastic today. I mean, you look at the amount of 2 or less pitch outs that he got, it was incredible. As soon as the ball game's over, I looked at my watch and it was a 2-hour ball game. How often do you see that in the Southeastern Conference? I think you were telling me he's 7-0 in Southeastern Conference play, and he did exactly what we need him to do. The 2 hits going into the ninth, one of them was a ball that hops over Pirtle's head, and one of them he just didn't cover first base. So if those 2 things don't happen, I mean, he's got a no-hitter against a really good Arkansas club going into the ninth. But really pleased with what he did, really pleased with our offense. You know, it's so easy to say, man, things aren't going to go our way after hitting a bunch of balls hard. Really only struck out 3 times in the first game, struck out 1 time in the second game. And hit some balls really hard, and we just couldn't bunch them together. And to Arkansas's credit, they just weren't going to walk people. So pleased with what we did, but tomorrow's a huge day for us. It's a chance to win another series in a very tough league.
Pleased with what you got out of Derek Armstrong, John?
Yeah, Derek's just been great. He's worked so hard on his swing, and just did a great job for us today. Just putting a really good swing. The kind of swings he's putting on balls are either going to be hard line drives or ground balls. He's just not hitting fly balls, and in this ballpark, you can't hit fly balls. And really pleased with DeMark. He's made 2 great plays up against the wall today, and got some big hits for us. I thought everybody really chipped in. Again, we weren't swinging and missing. We just kept plugging away, and finally, something happened for us late in this ball game.
Zach Randolph struggled in the first game, and then had some fly balls second game, but he got up there with the 2 runners on after you get him in scoring position and came through with the hit.
He did. He came up with a big hit, and that says a lot about his character, because the first couple at-bats were not his best. He had a strikeout and a fly ball, and he put a really good swing on that ball. I'm really proud of him, because it's not easy to catch a double header either, and I thought he did a great job.
Arkansas came in having some defensive issues, but they made almost every play today.
My God,
running down balls in the outfield.
They look like the best defensive team I've ever seen in my life. The third baseman makes an unbelievable play. The pitcher makes a play behind his back, like an ESPN play. The right fielder makes an unbelievable play. The left fielder makes an unbelievable play. The shortstop makes an incredible play. The first baseman catches a ball behind him. I mean, our kids are looking at each other like, what's it going to take for a ball to fall for us to get a hit? But again, they just kept plugging away. And yeah, the third baseman especially. I mean, he was Brooks Robinson out there today. He was spectacular. Our third baseman's not bad either, though. He did a pretty good job.
When you lose Stanek and some of the, I think they was 8 arms from last year, John. I know you're not surprised, but is it impressive to kind of look at the guys that were relievers and maybe not getting any work last year that are kind of making an impact for them now?
Yeah, they have great arms. They have a great system, in place there to put good players on the field. And Dave's always done a really good job. Coach Jordan does a great job with their pitchers. It's the Southeastern Conference. I mean, it's anytime a new ball club walks through those gates, they're gonna have a theme. They're gonna have an idea exactly what they're trying to get accomplished. And Arkansas does a great job with their pitching staff, and they really defend the field well today. And it's gonna be a grind tomorrow as well.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.